tell you what the God is about to do. He is about to absolutely eradicate the heresy of dual naturism, of the schizophrenic brand of Christianity that you've got this sinful self mixed in with God, that you've got a devil and an angel both living in you. Do this, do that, do this, no, don't do that. God doesn't shack up with the devil. You are a temple. The old is gone, the new is come. You are a new creature. You are a new creation. You're not even a human being anymore. You are the divine DNA, the divine spermata of God, the divine seed. You are sons and daughters of the living God. You are a supernatural creature. You're not even of this earth. Philippians 3 says you're a citizen of heaven. You're not even a citizen of this earth anymore. You're an alien. You're an alien in your belly. You are of another place, another realm. Christianity is a strange message. It is a supernatural message. Christianity is not a community moral club. It is not a community ethics club. It is not a process of do good, don't do bad. Let's call eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. We don't eat from that. The Buddhists eat from that. The Muslims eat from that. The Kiwanis Club eats from that. We eat from the tree of life. Jesus Christ. Christianity is a supernatural transformation where the water changes into wine, where something happens. Something happens when you believe. We've been told our whole lives that the Christian walk is about submitting the flesh. But somebody must have clipped Romans 6, Colossians 2, and a heck of a lot of other verses out of the Bible. Because Romans 6 says that my flesh, my sinful nature, the carnal passions and the lusts, my old man, my old sinful man, was dead and buried with Jesus Christ. You died with him. 2 hands, 1 nail. He took the bullet. You didn't even feel it. Your old self was planted into the grave realm with Christ. Your old sinful self, dead and buried with him, doesn't even exist anymore. You can try to fight the flesh, but you're shadowboxing because it doesn't exist. Colossians 2 says that Christ came by his own invisible hand. He circumcised your flesh. He cut away your old sinful nature. Absolutely eradicated your sin nature. It doesn't exist anymore. Stop thinking that you're always going to have this battle of doing something you can't do and wanting to do it but can't do it. Sin is not the issue anymore. Christianity is about 100% evil-free existence. Say, well, didn't Paul say I do the thing I don't want to do? That's Romans 7. If you missed Romans 6, you better back it up. He was talking about back when he was a Jew and he tried to justify himself through the law, which is what a lot of Christianity has fed us. Christianity as we've known it.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
That's why he says at the end of Romans 7, thanks be to Jesus Christ who has set me free from this body of sin. You have been absolutely cut away from that body of sin. Don't let anybody else tell you a lie. Don't let them tell you that this old hag, this old dead man, this old sinful nature, this old fleshly lust, that it's still around, that it's up to you to do something about it. You couldn't do something about it if you wanted to. You couldn't climb into heaven on your best day. You cannot do it. The supernatural miracle of the gospel is that God himself stepped down and worked righteousness by his own arm. He made you holy. Holiness is a gift. Christianity is a freebie. It's too good to be true. That's why it's so offensive. Because we like doing yourself religion. Because we like to boast.
Oh, yeah.
Shut it up. You know when you try to help God out, that's considered as the sin of rebellion, which is witchcraft. You know how much charismatic voodoo we have in the body of Christ today? Charismatic voodoo, do this, do that religion. Process isn't formula. Oh, sanctification, becoming holy is a process. No, holiness is a person. Sanctification is a person. How do you get it? It's free. Just simply believe. And you can't even believe on your own. That comes as a freebie too. Faith is a gift. Faith is a person, Mr. Faith. Jesus is faith. That's why faith comes through grace. By grace, free gift. And grace is more than just a gift, it's a divine influence of God. Take some divine influence. Take some faith. Bam. You don't have faith, just ask God, give me faith. You want faith to work miracles? Ask God for faith to work miracles. You want faith to believe you're a new creature? Just ask. He, the Father of lights, will freely give the Holy Spirit to them that ask. You know, you can receive faith as a gift. Joshua and Caleb, they went into the land after the Israelites had been doing circles in the desert, and they said, guys, this is a good land. It's a land flowing with milk and honey. They're big, fat, juicy wine grapes. It's all ours. The promise has been given. God says it. It's ours. Let's have it. Let's take it. It's ours. But the Israelites believed the bad report. They believed the bad report from the 10 spies who said, no, they're trying. Joshua and Caleb are so drunk on the wine grape. They're like, what, John? This is ours. But it says they would not unite their faith with Joshua and Caleb. That means Joshua and Caleb had faith to give away as a gift. Boom, if you just believe. Boom, they're already in. See, Christianity is not about working your way through a desert. I don't even have a desert theology anymore. Christianity is about you have been baptized into the Jordan River with Christ in His death, and now you are in the land of milk and honey. It is all up from here, my friends. You are going from glory to glory. He didn't just extract you from sin, but He extracted sin from you. He didn't just come and cover your sin like Adam covered up with garments of a dead animal, but He absolutely eradicated your sin nature and put it as far as the east is from the west. Well, if I don't have a sin nature, why do I sin? I know, you're stupid. Doesn't fit you anymore. There's no joy in it. You were made for pleasure. Sin is just a counterfeit. It's not going to give you the fix you're looking for. I'm tapping up to a much better stash that's never cashed, and it's flowing right from Emmanuel's veins. It's the river of pleasure that the psalmist says flows in his right hand. His left hand embraces me. His right arm embraces me under the apple tree in the shade of His presence, and at that right hand are rivers of pleasure forevermore. I'm embraced by His pleasure. He has brought me into the house of wine, and His banner over me is love. That chalice which inebriated me, how goodly is it? Psalm Solomon 5:1, drink your fill, O lovers. Have as much of this wine as you want. Drink as much of this joy as you want. When Paul speaks of joy and love and all the fruits, he says to such things there is no law, there's no limit, there's no rule of how much joy you can have. Jesus is way happier than all of us put together. He was anointed with the oil of gladness over all His brothers. You have complete freedom to get way happier than you are. God's not going to be upset. Matter of fact, He's encouraging you. These people just say, the Spirit's good, brother, but you need the Word. The Word is not coming to quench your experience, but to facilitate it. He wants you happier than everybody